here to help us parse this decision is Rachel Fiset in Los Angeles. She's an attorney and managing partner at Zweibach, Fiset and Coleman. And thank you very much, Rachel, for taking the time. So what do you make of this verdict?
The verdict was, to me, a pretty clear victory as it relates to Johnny Depp. Yes, there was a statement made that they found defamatory towards Amber Heard, but I think Johnny Depp is the clear winner of this trial, both in the public's eye and with the jury. He had a very high burden to overcome to show defamation, and he did.
And why do you think that is? Because it's very rare for a verdict like this, isn't it?
It is rare. Defamation is a very high standard, particularly as it relates to a public figure. And I think Johnny Depp is a star, and he brought star power to this case. And they began a credibility battle into an enormous amount of facts. And I think his team played it very well. And Johnny Depp's narrative, and he just had a connection with the jury that I don't think any facts or law could overcome.
So what do you make of then Amber Heard's reaction, saying that she's disappointed, that she believes that this is a setback for women who speak out?
I think it could possibly have a chilling effect for women who speak out. When you think of what this suit was about, it was about an op-ed about speaking out against domestic violence. And she got hammered. So I think the fear from a macro level is that it does have a chilling effect on women. From a smaller level, these are two Hollywood stars. These are two actors. This is an incredibly rare type of case. So I don't know what would happen if you had two regular people bringing this case.
That's a really interesting point. She also said, and I just read it in a tweet, that she's heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, sway, and influence of my ex-husband. What do you make of that kind of a description from her perspective of the star power of Johnny Depp?
Well, that's been her story since the beginning. That is what the op-ed was about, and she is sticking to it. This is what this case in her mind was about. I believe, regardless of what is the truth, she believes her truth. And she continues to believe her truth regardless of what the jury found.
What happens next in the legal proceedings of all of this, and in terms of the actual amounts that are going to be awarded?
So the way it comes out, Amber Heard owes Johnny Depp $13 million. There were compensatory damages, punitive damages, which is punishment, and then she received $2 million in compensatory damages. So at the end of the day, she owes him $13 million. I don't know if it's collectible. I didn't get the feeling that Amber Heard had that kind of money, but he can definitely take her to collections as it relates to the money owed. I think there may be a cap on what is actually owed her, so it might actually not be the $2 million. But he may garnish her wages going forward. If he wants to collect this verdict, there are things he can use under the law to try to collect this verdict through time from her if she doesn't have the money right now.
And could she appeal?
She can appeal. I don't know exactly what her basis for appeal would be based on how the trial went. It was a pretty thorough trial. But I think her basis would be back to her First Amendment rights and just the exact terms of what the law is. But she's not saying she's going to appeal. Usually there's a statement that is put out as it relates to appeal. If that is the intention, it would be very expensive. And I think she knows that too. So I think at this point, she might just be trying to save her dollars and cents.
Rachel, good of you to take the time to talk to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Rachel Fiset is an attorney and managing partner of Zweibach, Fiset and Coleman.